and I'm Jonas.
And I'm Lewis.
And welcome to JL Pokémon.
And welcome back to a brand new episode of Cards of the Week. That is right, a brand new Cards of the Week has come your way. And we have some pretty awesome Pokemon picked out for you guys. So, but before we get into that, make sure to like, comment, subscribe.
Ring the bell. Ding-a-ling-a-long.
Make sure to ring the bell so you get notified when new videos get dropped. Also, make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at
JL PKMN.
PKMN. Make sure to drop a follow down there for behind the scenes stuff and stuff we're doing just around the house and stuff. So that's very cool. And yeah, that's basically it. Let's do the coin flip. Jonas is heads, I'm tails. Let's see who wins.
Here we go. It's heads! Finally!
You suck at flipping coins.
What?
Okay, let's get right into it.
Alright guys, the card I chose for this week's Cards of the Week is Zamazenta, and Lewis chose Zacian. So yeah, the reason why I chose Zamazenta for this week's Cards of the Week is because it's the two legendaries of the Galar region. Galar region. Galar, same thing.
No, it's not.
Okay, whatever. Moving on. So yeah, the first one I'm going to talk about is the Zamazenta V that came out in Sword and Shield base. And
set.
So yeah, it is a steel type, has 230 HP, which is not very, it's a decent amount for a V.
It's the highest HP a V can have.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. Besides Wailord.
Yeah, besides Wailord. 280. So yeah, its ability is probably what makes it so good of a card. It prevents all damage done to this Pokemon from VMAXs, which is amazing. So yeah, its attack is also my bad. It has weakness to fire, resistance to leaf,
grass,
and it's minus 30 this time, and it used to be 20.
Going back to its old times, it used to be minus 30 as well.
I don't know why it's not times 3 now, but yeah. And it's a retreat cost of 2. 2. So yeah, its attack for 2 metal and a colorless
is Assault Tackle.
Is Assault Tackle, which for 130 discard a special energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. The decks Zamazenta is used in Lucario, Melmetal, Zacian, Zamazenta, that sort of thing, and Turbo Zacian, which is a pretty interesting deck. Lewis will get into it when he starts. Now, the Amazing Rare is a bit different from this card.
Actually, there was another Zamazenta that came out in Rebel Clash, which was used for the theme decks, actually. I'm not 100% what it does, but obviously we have a nice picture right here.
Right there.
So if you want to read that, pause it, go ahead. It's just a regular rare. I think it might have been a holo in the set. So yeah, just make sure to check that out right there on the side.
Yep. And the next one is the one from
Vivid Voltage.
Vivid Voltage, yes. Which it had somewhere around 120-ish HP. We don't have the card. We don't even have a Zamazenta V. He's a proxy.
And its main attack for a fighting, I'm pretty sure fighting, metal, and a psychic energy, you could do 180 damage and prevent all damage done to that Pokemon during your opponent's next turn from VMAXs, which is a very awesome attack and super duper awesome just to be able to prevent damage done to you, by your opponent's VMAX. Very similar to the V, but obviously it does more damage and it's a lot harder of attack to power up. So, concluding with Zamazenta, I think it's time to talk about actually Zamazenta once more with Rusted Shield, or the card we don't talk about.
He said the card. He said the name. I can't say my
It's not an opening, so it doesn't really count.
Yes, it does.
And which increases the HP of your Zamazenta V to 300, which is absolutely insane. That gets up into VMAX territory and some of the biggest tag teams, which is absolutely insane and just super awesome. And it's a great way to make your Zamazenta 10 times tankier.
Alright guys, that's pretty much all I have to talk about with Zamazenta. So let's get on to Lewis's half.
Alright guys, my Pokemon is the one and only Zacian, which made its debut in Sword and Shield base set with Zacian V, a big Pokemon that has been used so much in the Sword and Shield format. It has 220 HP, Metal type, weakness to fire, resistance to grass, and 2 retreat costs. It's an absolutely insane Pokemon that has changed the format completely. And its the first thing I'll talk about with Zacian V is its ability Intrepid Sword, which says once you finishing your turn, you may look at the top 3 cards of your deck and attach a metal energy you find there to Zacian and put the other cards back into your hand. So that is insane because it just ends your turn on basically a hop, which is, you know, may not seem good, but getting that extra 3 cards at the end of your turn is absolutely insane.
Also, attaching that energy is pretty good too.
Yeah, exactly. So that's pretty good and pretty insane. It has an attack for 3 metal energy called Brave Blade, which does 230 damage, and during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack, which is alright because that easy 2 retreat cost means stuff like Air Balloon could retreat it, and there's tons of switch cards in almost every deck, so getting out of Zacian is super easy. Its next one is the one that I was talking about with Jonas. Zamazenta had one, and now Zacian had one that came out in Rebel Clash, just a regular rare. Came out in the theme deck, probably gonna be a picture right there, so that's pretty cool and pretty interesting. And also in Vivid Voltage, we got a Zacian Amazing Rare, which is super awesome for a Grass, Metal, and a Psychic. You can do 150 damage plus 150 more if your opponent's active Pokemon was a VMAX. So you're hitting for a strong 300 damage, which is absolutely insane.
Almost knocking out some VMAXs, which is insane.
Which can knock out things like
Pikachu VMAX if you have a Vitality Band on it.
That is, yeah, super awesome. So you can get 3 prizes with 1 attack, which is absolutely
From a 1 prizer too.
Exactly.
Absolutely insane.
Zacian V is, I'm going to go back because all these other cards weren't really used. Zacian V has been seen in Lucario Melmetal, ADP, Turbo Zacian, and a ton of different decks, and it's basically just a backup card for that Intrepid Sword attack. It is a super good, ability. It is super good for turn 1, just setting up, trying to get those energy on, and trying to get those extra cards into your hand. It is absolutely insane because turn 1 you can attack, and there's no supporters, so that's crazy good in the first turn of the game. And yeah, let's talk about ADP actually, how much of an impact ADP has had. ADP allows you to do 30 more damage and take extra prize cards with Zacian.
Which is probably gonna get banned and expanded, I hope.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
And that brings your Zacian up to 260 damage, and if you have a Rusted Sword attached to your Zacian, that's going upwards of 290, and that is absolutely insane. So you're knocking out almost every tag team in the game with that. So that's 4 prize cards, and you're not really trying to knock out things like tag teams and stuff. You're more trying to knock out things like Vs so that you can get 3 prizes. So that's just 2 knockouts and that's the game. So it's super easy. Zacian ADP is the reason why no one plays 1 prize decks, because they get absolutely destroyed. The next deck is, I'm going to talk about Lucario Melmetal, which allows you for your Zacian to take 30 less damage, and if you have metal goggles attached, you're taking another 30 less. So that basically makes it so that your Zacian has 300 HP, which is also pretty insane, and it just makes it so your Zacian is super tanky. You can use it with Mallow and Lana to reset your attacks. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Lucario Melmetal. On to one of my favorite lists for Zacian is probably Turbo Zacian, which is played a lot with Rusted.
Hey, I heard that.
And so you can hit 260 without the use of ADP, which is pretty insane and super awesome, and it's super fast and hard hitting. You run it with things like Galarian Berserker, which allows you for your metal Pokemon to do 20 more damage for each of their attacks. So you can go upwards of 320, and upwards of that much damage. So that is pretty insane. And that's pretty much all there is to talk about for Zacian. I'll catch you guys in the outro. Catch you guys in a second.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We 100% enjoyed making this. We hope you guys enjoyed watching it.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-long. Also, make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at JL_PKMN. So you get behind the scenes stuff and just stuff we're doing. And that's basically it for this video. Make sure to check out last week's video. Also,
the reaction video, the pack battle, and next week's cards of the week, this week's battle,
and 2 weeks time is the Chilling Reign pre-release. So make sure to stay tuned for that. We're super excited for that. And so make sure to stay tuned. And we have a super exciting video planned for this weekend, so make sure to check that out. And we will catch you guys in the next one. See you later.